We request the audience to remain seated. We request the students to be silent.
strong foundation builds not just institutions, but generations of achievers. Today, we celebrate both our institution and our alumni. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A warm and heartfelt welcome to all of you gathered here at the PSG Institute of Management Foundation Day 2025. I'm Jeffrey, and with me is Nikshita. We are honored to take you through to today's proceedings. For over 6 decades, PSG Institute of Management has stood as a beacon of excellence, making significant contributions to the field of management education and the society at large. Today, we are in the presence of the torchbearers who have played a vital role in this remarkable journey, guiding us with their wisdom, passion, and steadfast dedication to nurturing talent.
As we come together to celebrate this important milestone, we take honoring the visionaries who laid the foundation of our institution and the many individuals who have carried forward this enduring legacy of learning, innovation, and growth, and growth, and growth, and growth. To our shared values, collective achievements, and our aspirations towards an even brighter and more impactful future. On behalf of PSG Institute of Management, we graciously welcome all to this grand occasion that celebrates leadership, excellence, and the pursuit of knowledge. Let us begin today's special event with an invocation. We kindly request everyone to raise.
Ganapate Paripurana Valvarulvaye Prabho Ganapate Paripalvarulvaye Prabho Ganapate Ganapate Sandu Vanangi Tudi Padiyan Sannadi Saranadaindome Sandu Vanangi Tudi Adi Undan Sannadi Saranadaindome Sanda Setagyangal Yavayum Sapta Saubhagyangal Tandarul Sadguruniye Tadguruniye Prabho Ganapate Paripurarulvaye Prabho Ganapate Ganapate Ganapate
Thank you for the divine rendition. As we gather to celebrate the journey at PSG Institute of Management, it is my privilege to invite Dr. V. Sri Vidya, Director of Management, to deliver the welcome tone for today's celebration.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, esteemed chief guest, Sri Raghuveer Srinivasan, Editor Business Line, guest of honor, Dr. Pankaj Mittal, Secretary General, Association of Indian Universities, revered founder trustee, PSG and Sons Charities, Sri G.R. Karthikeyan, respected managing trustee, Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, members of the PSG family, distinguished alumni awardees, heads of institutions, alumni, invited guests, faculty, staff, and students. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome each one of you to the Foundation Day celebration of PSG Institute of Management. The Foundation Day is an occasion to pay tribute to the pioneers and visionaries who have shaped the journey of management education at PSG. It is also a forum to honor our alumni for their remarkable achievements and contributions, which have strengthened society and added glory to our institution. On behalf of PSG Institute of Management, we extend a warm welcome to the chief guest, Sri Raghuveer Srinivasan, who is widely recognized for maintaining a balanced perspective in journalism. As an editor of one of India's leading business newspapers and a prominent policy advocate, he has been instrumental in significantly influencing and shaping meaningful business reporting across India. Despite his demanding professional commitments, we are honored that he has graciously joined us today. Sir, your presence enriches this occasion immensely. I also welcome the guest of honor, Dr. Pankaj Mittal, Secretary General of Association of Indian Universities, a seasoned academician and visionary leader. She is renowned for her transformative approach, strategic insights, and unwavering commitment to excellence in higher education. Her leadership is an inspiration and empowers institutions to drive significant progress in academia. Ma'am, we are delighted to have you with us today. At PSG Institute of Management, we take great pride in our vibrant alumni network of over 12,000 members spread across the globe, who remain actively connected through PSGIM, the Alumni Association of PSGIM. Earlier this year, we celebrated our Diamond Jubilee, marking 6 decades of excellence in nurturing young talent and shaping them into accomplished professionals and leaders. As part of this celebration, 60 alumni were honored with the stars and the Rising Stars of PSGIM Awards. From among these awardees, 4 distinguished alumni were chosen for their exceptional career trajectory, inspirational leadership, and contribution to society. It is with pride and honor that I present the distinguished alumni awardees. Mr. T. Vail Shankar, Chairman, the Vikasa Group of Schools, an exponent in the field of school education. Mr. Adka Kesarish, CEO, Ideal Stores, and founder-treasurer of PSGIM, an entrepreneur who has successfully diversified his family business into varied sectors such as hospitality and food services. Mr. T. Rajkumar, Director, Shakti Group of Companies, Coimbatore, a dynamic leader with diverse business interests spanning textiles and a strong advocate of sustainable practices. Mr. Stanley Potin, Chairman, Cardamom Planters Federation, a pioneer in advancing the cardamom industry and a tireless champion for the welfare of producers. We are proud of your accomplishments. Your success reflects our shared journey. Welcome back, and thank you for continuing to inspire us. We are honored to welcome our esteemed alumnus, Sri G.R. Karthikeyan, founder trustee, PSG and Sons Charities, who has played a significant role in supporting the continued growth and development of PSG institutions. His belief in nurturing future generations has strengthened the PSG legacy. Welcome, sir. We are delighted to welcome Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, Managing Trustee, PSG and Sons Charities, who has joined us virtually. His visionary guidance and steadfast pursuit of excellence continues to guide PSG institutions. My heartfelt welcome to the President, office bearers, and members of the PSGIM, invited guests, media representatives, faculty, staff, and students. I also take a moment to acknowledge the presence of Sri Vanavarayar and Mr. Shankar and other dignitaries from the PSG family, Mr. G.R. Padmanabhan and, Mr. G.R. Vidya Prakash and Ms. Rashmi, who has joined us today. Thank you all for joining us on this momentous occasion of PSGIM's Foundation Day.
Thank you, ma'am. We are honored to have with us today Sri G.R. Karthikeyan, founder trustee, PSG and Sons Charities, presiding the event. A visionary leader and stalwart in the fields of education, business, and community development. Sri Karthikeyan has played a pivotal role in the growth and transformation of the PSG group. Under his guidance, PSG has not only set new benchmarks in academic innovation, but has also contributed significantly to the advancement of technology, healthcare, and entrepreneurship. His dedication to educational empowerment and holistic development has made a lasting impact on the lives of thousands of students and professionals alike. We invite Sri G.R. Karthikeyan to deliver the presidential address.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Chief guest of today's function, Sri Raghuveer Srinivasan, Editor, Business Line. Our guest of honor, Madam Dr. Pankaj Mittal, Secretary General, Association of Indian Universities, esteemed awardees, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, students, invitees, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to welcome you all to the Foundation Day celebrations of the PSG Institute of Management being held in the centennial year of PSG and Sons Charities. On behalf of PSG, I extend a very warm welcome to our chief guest, Sri Raghuveer Srinivasan, editor of Business Line, a chartered accountant and cost accountant by qualification. Sri Srinivasan has made remarkable contributions to journalism through his insightful editorials that reflect the trends and dynamics of the economy. I'm equally delighted to welcome our guest of honor, Madam Dr. Pankaj Mittal, who has been at the forefront of policy making and higher education reforms in India. With over 3 decades of distinguished service at the University Grants Commission, Dr. Mittal is only the second lady in the 97-year history of the Association of Indian Universities to serve as his secretary. Will you all give a big hand, please? For the last 100 years, PSG and Sons Charities have been committed to education and community development. Today, PSG and Sons Charities has 32 institutions in all spheres of education. In the year 1924, when the first institution, Sarvajana High School, was started, the literacy rate in Peelamedu was 2%. Today it is 99%. PSG has paved the way for many others to establish education institutions, and Coimbatore City and Coimbatore District has become a leading education center in Tamil Nadu state and a renowned education hub in our country. The management department of PSG Tech was established in the year 1965. The same year, Government of India established all the IIMs. The course offered was a Bachelor of Business Management, and the eligibility was only for executives with 3 years experience, and the classes commenced at 5 p.m. in the evening and went on until 8 p.m. in the night. The duration of the course was for 3 years. I enrolled in this course in 1966 and graduated in 69 in the second batch. Dr. Rudra Basavaraj, who was teaching in Michigan University, USA, was appointed director of the management department by late Sri G.R. Damodaran, the architect of all PSG institutions. Dr. Besan Kriparaj was a professor, and in later years, he founded his own organization. In the year 1973, the University of Madras offered a semester for BBM students, that's Bachelor of Business Management, with 4 subjects. And the BBM degree awarded to our batch was upgraded to a degree called MMS, Master of Management Sciences. All of us joined the course and got our MMS degree. In the meantime, MBA course was offered in PSG. Around 1975, we were informed that we need to pay a fee of ₹100 to Madras University and submit our MMS degree certificate, and it would be converted into an MBA degree. So finally, I got my MBA degree in 1974. In 1990 December, I was asked to take the role of the managing trustee of PSG and Sons Charities. Later, during my tenure as managing trustee, we decided to establish the PSG Institute of Management in 1994. We immediately applied to, I think it was Bharatiya University at the time, for establishing the PSGIM, and Dr. Balaguruswamy was appointed director. As soon as I assumed office of managing trustee, I wanted to meet the final year students of then MBA class. Dharanipati Rajkumar was the first fellow I met at that time. Give him a big hand, please. My father knew his uncle, and then I knew only at that time. He is a typical example of what our MBA students can achieve. You remember Rajkumar? It was during that time in the later years, we collaborated with Toledo University. It was the first of such collaborations for PSG institutions. It has spawned to more than 18 universities in the US, Canada, UK, Australia, Germany, Singapore, and many more which I am not aware of. There are around 800 students in various courses. PSGIM was the nucleus for enabling such collaboration. PSG has produced leaders who have excelled in business, science, technology, sports, education, and public service. Among our PSG Tech alumni are Shiv Nadar, founder of HCL, Mr. Sundararaman, CEO of Reliance Sports, Dr. Mailswamy Annadurai of Chandrayaan fame. Typical industries PSGIM alumni include Mr. Venkatesh Mysore, CEO of Red Chilies Entertainment, and Mr. Thamarai Kannan, retired DIG of Police. Their accomplishments exemplify the enduring impact of PSG as a center of excellence and leadership. Today, as part of the Foundation Day celebration, we very proudly honor the achievements of 4 of our distinguished alumni in management and leadership, whose contributions continue to touch lives and demonstrate the transformative power of education in shaping individuals and communities. As we mark this centenary milestone, let us also reflect on our vision for the future to embrace technology-driven learning, foster inclusivity, strengthen sustainability initiatives, and cultivate leaders who can address the global challenges of tomorrow. This is a moment to reaffirm our commitment to serving society through education, innovation, and the pursuit of excellence. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to each one of you on this joyous occasion. Let us continue to strive for a brighter tomorrow, empowering generations to come. Thank you for being part of this celebration. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. PSG institutions proudly celebrate a 100-year legacy of empowering generations through education, innovation, and service to society. A century of excellence stands as a testament to their vision of shaping minds and transforming futures. As we honor this glorious milestone, let us take a look back at the inspiring journey of PSG institutions through a short AV.
For nearly a century, PSG and Sons Charities has been transforming lives through education, healthcare, and community service. Founded in 1926 by the 4 sons of Sri P.S. Govindaswamy Naidu, the trust was built on a powerful principle: giving back to society. What began with the establishment of Sarvajana High School and PSG Industrial Institute in Pelamedu has grown into a legacy that spans generations. Shaped by visionary guidance over the decades, PSG has built an unparalleled educational ecosystem. Today, under the stellar leadership of Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, the Trust continues to thrive and transform, setting new benchmarks in education, healthcare, and service. From multiple PSG schools, which lead young learners, to premier institutions like PSG Polytechnic College, PSG College of Arts and PSG College of Technology, and PSG Institute of Management, the global benchmarks in academic excellence. Institute of Health Sciences, PSG Institute of Technology and Applied Research, and PSG Institute of Architecture and Planning further expand its multidisciplinary innovation and expertise across diverse fields. Known for cutting-edge research, strong industry partnerships, holistic development, PSG institutions produce graduates who excel worldwide, driving innovation and progress. With the establishment of PSGIM SR, PSG Hospitals, PSG Institute of Oncology, the Trust has brought world-class accessible healthcare to the community. From pioneering heart transplants, cancer treatments, PSG defined medical excellence. PSG STEP, the Science and Technology Entrepreneurial Park, nurtures startups and innovation. The PSG Institute of Advanced Studies drives breakthroughs in nanotechnology, while its credit transfer programs for collaborations with leading universities. The PSG Convention Center is a state-of-the-art venue for conferences, exhibitions, and events. With modern architecture and a pillar-less auditorium for 1,500, it fosters innovation, knowledge sharing, and community engagement. Initiatives like PSG Manavar Illam and PSG will uplift underprivileged communities, staying true to the Trust vision. Today, with PSG and Sons charities continue to support over 5 lakh students, standing as a driving force for change and opportunity. True to Sri PS Govindaswamy Naidu's vision. Let there be charity so that others can share my family's prosperity. PSG's legacy continues to inspire and transform lives. This is the PSG legacy.
Of academic brilliance impact, a proud legacy, intellectual growth, and leadership skills. As we celebrate this remarkable milestone, let us now take you through the inspiring journey of PSGIM with a short AV.
Management education at PSG has been a journey of innovation, excellence, and leadership spanning 6 decades. In 1964, PSG was the first educational institution in India to offer a management program, laying the foundation for what would become a journey of excellence. This vision was spearheaded by Dr. G.R. Damodaran, the first principal of PSG College of Technology. In 1971, the Department of Management Sciences introduced the Master of Management Studies, which later evolved into the MBA program. This was a significant milestone and laid the foundation for a comprehensive management curriculum that would set the standards for future programs. Understanding the needs of working professionals, PSG launched the part-time management program in 1973, offering flexible learning opportunities to those balancing careers and education. By 1975, the MBA program was firmly established. The institute's reputation continued to grow, attracting students from across the country. The year 1994 marked a metamorphosis for management education at PSG. Under the futuristic vision of the then managing trustee, Sri G.R. Karthikeyan, the Department of Management Sciences was transformed into PSG Institute of Management to be a center of excellence in management education and industry support. In 1997, PSG signed a landmark memorandum of understanding with the University of Toledo, strengthening its global connections and broadening the horizons for its students. In the same year, PSGIM also signed an MOU with Indian Institute of Foreign Trade to offer their master's program in international business. The turn of the millennium saw PSGIM upgrading and modernizing under the visionary leadership of the then managing trustee Sri V. Rajan. In the year 2006, under the support and guidance of managing trustee Sri G. Rangaswamy, PSG began offering international management programs in collaboration of Toledo. Steady expanded its global presence under the stewardship of Sri L. Gopalakrishnan. The following years were marked by continuous improvement in curriculum, pedagogy, infrastructure and technology, ensuring that PSGIM remained at the forefront. In 2010, PSGIM became the first B school in India to receive the prestigious accreditation from the Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs, affirming the institute's commitment to excellence on a global scale. In 2011, PSGIM continued to innovate with the launch of the AICTE-approved Postgraduate Diploma in Management program, reflecting the institute's dedication to providing industry-relevant education. PSG launched collaborative programs with Leeds Beckett University, Kentucky University, and Illinois Institute of Technology. In 2020, keeping in line with the mission of the founders of this esteemed institution, PSGIM was among the first in the country to launch an MBA program in waste management and social entrepreneurship to foster sustainable and green environmental goals. From its inception in 1964 to the present day, PSG Institute of Management seeks dreams ignited, ambitions realized, where inspiration
It is now time for the much-awaited keynote address of the day. We are honored to welcome the distinguished chief guest, Mr. Raghuveer Srinivasan, editor of Business Line, the Hindu Group. Mr. Raghuveer Srinivasan is a chartered accountant and a cost accountant, bringing over 3 decades of rich experience in journalism in the Hindu Group. As a founding member of Business Line, he has played a pivotal role in shaping the voice of Indian business journalism since its inception in the year 1994. His insightful editorials and expert analysis on the economy, markets, and industry have earned him both national and international acclaim, including the prestigious Chevening Scholarship and Thomas Jefferson Fellowship. Under his editorial leadership, Business Line has been sharpened in focus and redesigned to serve as a leading voice in the industry, emphasizing balanced and authoritative journalism. We are delighted to have you here, sir. Please join us in welcoming Mr. Raghuveer Srinivasan to deliver the keynote address.
Vanakkam. Good afternoon to everybody here. Respected Sri G.R. Karthikeyan, Founder Trustee, PSG and Sons Charities, Dr. Pankaj Mittal, Secretary General, Association of Indian Universities, Dr. V. Srividya, Director, PSG Institute of Management. Distinguished alumni is being honored today. Mr. T. Rajkumar, Mr. T. Vel Shankar, Mr. Stani Pothan, and Mr. Shrish. Ladies and gentlemen and students, it's a great honor and pleasure for me to be here. These are opening words in any speech, but today I mean these words. It's a great honor to be here, and I always heard about PSG group in Coimbatore, but my insight into the group in the last 24 hours that I've been reading up about it, and from the AV today, and from a discussion with a friend in the morning, has given me great insight into what a wonderful work this group has been doing over the last 100 years, not today, not yesterday. It's not often that you find business groups going into charity. It's not often you find business groups getting into education and social entrepreneurship. It is not often, for that matter, it never is the case where a business group or a charity group is able to retain its values over 100 years spanning multiple generations. That speaks, great things about the people who are leading the group, who have led the group, and the visionary founder of this group. So it's indeed my honor to be here on the Foundation Day, and I should thank Professor Srividya for this. She persistently kept up, and when I could not give her a date, she was willing to change the date for my sake, and I said, no, if she's going to do that, then I should do something, and I should alter my schedule and should be here. So, and here I am. Let me also narrate a personal anecdote here. My wife, who is an engineer, when she passed out of high school, she got PSG Tech in her allotment for engineering. But my father-in-law refused to send her to faraway Coimbatore from Chennai. And she missed out on such a great opportunity. I'm going to go back and tell her what a great opportunity you missed in life. So she studied in a private engineering college in Chennai. But after 4 years, the same father-in-law was willing to send her off to REC Trichy to do a PG. So that's life for you. We are living in very different times now. This often used term VUCA world, volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. Every word can be applied to world affairs as it stands today. And we all know who's responsible for turning the world upside down over the last 6 months. Every morning, as a journalist, I dread waking up in the morning, and the first thing I see is, I hope he's not tweeted something to, because this somersaults, one morning playing hot, another morning playing cold. It's very difficult for anybody to understand this kind of behavior and frame policy, strategy, especially for people in government. But that's only one aspect of it. We are living in a volatile, uncertain world, even otherwise. 3 years ago, we are in 25 September, 22 September. Would anybody have even imagined that we will have large language models, or AI as they call it in common parlance, that can write articles, that can edit articles, that can give you gyan on anything that you want under the sun in a matter of seconds. That's all it takes. In fact, my job is under threat. So are several journalists, because AI can write excellent reports in impeccable English. Some of my colleagues across newspapers and big banner brands use artificial intelligence to generate reports, to write reports, and also to generate visuals. Of course, some of them give credit, some don't. But the fact is that artificial intelligence, or these LLMs, have come to dominate the world as we know it today. And we are all scrambling to keep up with it. Let's face it, it's the same kind of situation as when computers first came onto the scene. Everybody knew computers are a big thing. Everybody knew computers are going to change our lives. But everyone was also very scared of computers. We didn't know how to use them. We didn't know if it would make us redundant. We didn't know if our jobs would stay. It's the same kind of feeling today. I'm glad, all I will say is I'm glad that I'm at the end of my professional career and I'm not like you people starting off. But I'm also very unhappy that, these things are happening towards the end of my, middle or end of phase of my career, because this is a very exciting time. You are all, the students here, are going to walk into a world full of opportunities. It's a very exciting world as well, not just a volatile world. Volatility gives you the chance to shape things to your advantage. You're all walking into an economy that's set to be the third largest in the world in the next 2 years. You're all bearing the flag of India, an India that is very powerful these days. An India that is setting an example to the rest of the world on how to handle unpredictable characters who are also powerful. You're all going to walk into a world where cutting-edge technology is being used for everything, including possibly increasing the lifespan of the human race. I only want to, while I'm addressing the students here, not the distinguished gathering in the front, I only want to share how it was when I was your age, about 40 years ago, 35 to 40 years ago. It was a very, very different world. You people should know that to understand what you're getting now. Did you know that you had to book for a telephone and wait for multiple years? The mobile that you all flaunt these days, and some of you are scrolling now, as I see in front of me, was not existent 40 years ago. There was only a landline, and that landline was rationed. You could not get it easily. I remember when I finished my CA course, that was back in 1991, I wanted to practice as a chartered accountant. But the first thing you need for that is a telephone line. I walked into my nearest telephone exchange and said, I want a telephone line. He said, yeah, sure. Please put in an application. I put in an application. Come back after 3 years. I said, 3 years, that's the most important part of my professional life as I start off. Can you do something about it? Okay, there's something called as OIT, own your telephone. You only have to pay 15,000 rupees and you'll get it after 6 months. 15,000 rupees for somebody who's just starting off in life is a big sum, not now. I'm talking of 1992. So telephone, I changed my career, that's another matter. But what I want to tell you is telephones are non-existent. You wanted to buy a scooter, not the flashy TVS Jupiter or your Honda Activa. I'm talking of the clunky old Bajaj Super, where you have to use your left hand to shift gears. The Bajaj scooters had a wait time of multiple years. You have to pay the entire cost of the scooter upfront to the company and wait for years to get your scooter. Companies were not given expand capacities. A steel company, Tata Steel, had to wait for multiple years to get a permission to expand its capacity because there was so much demand. Likewise with automobiles. Likewise with power plants. So we were living in a country of scarcity. We were what you described derogatorily now as the third world. We were a third world country. You had to stand in front of the ration shop. How many of you here have stood in front of a ration shop now? You wouldn't even probably know as students what a ration shop is. Probably. I see 3 hands going up. That's it. Okay, 2 more. 2 more. So I had to stand in a line in front of a ration shop to get our monthly ration because these things were not available easily in the market. Palm oil, which you all know is very famous now. It's used in every food preparation now. Palm oil was distributed through ration shops back in the 80s, and it was a novelty. It used to be imported from Malaysia, and people all shifted en masse to palm oil from the healthy groundnut oil that we were using, bitten by the foreign tag. Kerosene. You're all used to cooking gas at home. Cooking gas was not available then. It was kerosene. And kerosene was not available freely in the market. You had to stand in the PDS ration shop in line to get 5 liters of kerosene. That's all was allowed per family to burn your stove for cooking. So that was the India then. Why I'm telling you is you should understand where you're going into the world now. The India now offers you opportunities. You have to grab them with everything you have. And these opportunities have to be capitalized. Much is said about startups these days. You know, it's a buzzword. Everybody says, I want to start up. I should narrate you an example of a young gentleman who was going abroad 2 years ago for higher studies. I was talking to him. So he very imperiously told me, your generation has done well for itself. You have made India into a developed country. My generation, and you're working for someone else. My generation, we will create jobs. We will give jobs to others. I should add here that this young gentleman is none other than my son. He kind of embodied the confidence of this generation, you know, which wants to go out and create things for itself. That's what you should be doing. Every graduate here passing out of this portals of this hallowed institution should aim to start up a business which adds value to the country. Of course, I'm not saying working for someone else is wrong, but when you start a business or a charity or a social service, you create greater value to the country, to the economy, and you do well for yourself as well. Right? So, you should, in case you go to a job, some of you may say, I'm not interested in starting up by myself, I'll go to a job. If you go to a job, there are only 2 things I want you to keep in mind. Always dream. Never let go of your dreams. 2, always stick to your values. Your values are extremely important. You see how the PSG group has survived 100 years and is flourishing. It's because of the values it has retained over a century, which is not easy. You should retain values like that. Never get tempted. Don't cut corners. Don't take shortcuts. Money is good, but money is not everything in life. You should take a job which is after your heart. Go where your heart tells you to go. I'm a chartered accountant. I didn't practice as a CA. I didn't go into business. I didn't become a CFO anywhere. I went into a line which was very different 30 years ago, 32 years ago. Even today, after so many years, people ask me, you're a CA, what are you doing in journalism? That's because I loved writing. I loved journalism. And I went in, this is not to talk about myself, but I'm just giving you an example. I went in despite the much less monetary compensation for a journalist compared to what it would have been had I been a chartered accountant in practice or in a company doing the finance fund function. So coming back to startups, people talk about startups big these days. This city is probably the best qualified in the country to call itself as the startup capital, not Bangalore. Every single engineering unit here, every single textile unit here was a startup once upon a time. The founders of those units had the exemplary vision to take the risk, to put their money, to put their careers online and start businesses. Today, they're all established companies. So you have a great example to follow, having been groomed in an institution in this great city. You know, entrepreneurship is in the blood of this town. And I'm sure you had a lot of, Professor Srividya was telling me, a lot of visiting faculty come here. I'm sure you had a lot of inspiring entrepreneurs come and speak to you. So that is where you should look at, that is the ideal you should strive for. And today this country offers you many opportunities. It's very helpful. You have government policies which are helpful. And irrespective of which party is in power, you're going to have governments that will support business. Because there cannot be 2 ways about it. You can't go back to the socialist paradigm of the 70s, 60s, 50s. It's not possible anymore. We need to create jobs. 10 million people pass out of universities every year in this country. Maybe even more. This 10 million is probably a little dated number. All these people need jobs. How do you create jobs? It's created only by entrepreneurship. There are ideas there for the taking. All you need to do is dream big and assume the risk. It's easy to say this from the podium, but the fact is that that is what PSG Institute of Management will probably teaching you also. You should go out into the world confidently from the portals of this great institution. So coming back to where I started off this speech first with, this uncertain world of India and the tantrums that we are forced to put up with, it's going to be a fact of life for the next 4 years at least. And I should say our government has handled these tantrums very well over the last 3 months. It could have been very easy to submit to the demands. It could have been practical also in many ways, but they chose the long haul. They chose the difficult path. And I think that is beginning to show in terms of results. Trade has to happen. Trade cannot be frozen. You're living in a world that is linked. You have supply chains where if you take a mobile phone, the camera is made in one country, the processor is made in another country, the display is made somewhere else, and all these are put together in a fifth country. Now, if trade is frozen, how do you produce these products? Or for that matter, electric vehicles, batteries, rare earths. You've been reading a lot about rare earth problems, about how China is sitting on huge reserves of rare earth. Now, these need to be sold as well. China cannot sit on those reserves forever. It needs to make money from those reserves. Similarly, you need those minerals to produce your magnets which power various devices. So trade cannot be frozen. There will be setbacks. There will be tariffs. Every country likes to look after its own interests. Nothing wrong in that. And if a particular country has not charged high tariffs till now, and the leader has woken up one morning and says, oh my God, my country is being taken for a ride. I need to ensure that there is justice and slaps tariffs. So be it. But those tariffs should not be such that it brings commerce to a grinding halt. You have to negotiate. You have to arrive at a via media where both parties meet in the middle and both their interests are taken care of well. So that's what is going to happen with India and the United States. We have got excellent reforms in the last couple of months. We had income tax breaks being given away in the budget. That has put as much as about 1 lakh crore into the people's pockets. Of course, not everybody gets 1 lakh crore. People gets divided. You had GST reforms now, where again the government has foregone almost 1 lakh crore. So 2 lakh crores has been given away to citizens in terms of tax breaks. I'm sure this is going to fuel the economy. We are in for good times. People say, that, oh my God, tariff, what is going to happen to India? What's going to happen to exporters? What's going to happen to GDP growth? Yes, there will be trouble. Exporters, as my friend sitting here, Mr. Rajkumar will tell you, are in great trouble, especially the textile exporters, garment, apparel exporters. But I'm sure they're ingenious enough to find ways around this. They may already be up to it. It is not easy to replace a big market like the US. It has to be done over a period of time. So there will be short-term pain for exporters, for some exporters. But the government hopefully will come out with plans to help exporters, textile, gems and jewelry, leather, aquaculture, shrimps. I'm sure there is policy being made. We hear that an announcement could come anytime. So these will support the exporters in trouble. And we also hear how, because of this, exports being in trouble, India is going to be, the economy is going to nosedive, stock markets are going to be falling, and money is going to go out of the country. Wrong. you have a domestic market which is very big. If at all anybody is going to be in trouble, it's only the people who are exposed to the United States. And I'm sure there'll be help coming to them from the government, and they're smart enough to find ways to circumvent that. But the rest of the industry is in for very good times. We are going to, there's no looking back for India in the next decade, unless if there's something that is messed up by the powers that be, which I don't think will happen. So you're all going to pass out into a world which is good. So I would like to stop on that optimistic note, wish you all the very best, and as you step into the outside world. And thank you, Sri Karthikeyan and Dr. Sri Vidya, for giving me this opportunity to speak here. It's a pleasure and an honor as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Srinivasan, for the inspiring and thought-provoking keynote address. As a token of gratitude, we request Sri Founder Trustee, PSG and Sons Charities, to present a memento to Mr. Raghuveer Srinivasan.
Throughout, PSGIM has been proud to nurture remarkable individuals who have gone significant contributions in their respective fields. Our alumni network has always been an integral part of PSGIM, serving as a strong bridge between past and present. Their achievements not only inspire our students, but also strengthen the institution's legacy through mentorship, collaboration, and lifelong connection. This evening, we take great pride in honoring 4 of our distinguished alumni who have consistently demonstrated their values of excellence, leadership, and commitment that define the spirit of PSGIM.
It is our privilege to present the Distinguished Alumni Award 2025 to Mr. T. Vail Shankar, Chairman, the Vikasa Group of Schools, from the 1977 batch of MBA. Mr. Vail Shankar has held key roles in various institutions and emphasizes values, character, and balanced growth for young professionals. We have a short AV on Mr. T. Vail Shankar. Can we have the AV, please?
Vision, service, and transformational leadership defines Mr. T. Vail Shankar. Raised in Tuticorin in a family rooted in maritime logistics for over 8 decades, he carries forward a proud legacy of integrity and commitment. Of PSG Institute of Management of 1977, he also holds the prestigious fellowship from the Institute of Chartered Shipbrokers, London, reflecting his global expertise. His most remarkable contribution in education. Under his leadership, Vikasa Sainik School became Tamil Nadu's Sainik School, offering top-tier, discipline-focused education to the local youth. The school's modern campus, 15 acres, boasts and expansive facilities dedicated and academic development. Mr. extends beyond one institution, a respected figure in community organizations, from chambers of commerce to sports councils. He strengthens Tuticorin's social and cultural fabric. In recognition of his lifelong contribution, he received the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Tuticorin Ship Agents Association and the Advocacy in Education Award from the Association of Management of Private Schools, Tamil Nadu. Anchored in strong values, deep family bonds, and a spirit of service, Mr. T. Vail Shankar exemplifies leadership that builds institutions, uplifts communities, and inspires generations.
We invite Dr. Uma Mahesh Station.
PSG Institute of Management Distinguished Alumnus Award presented to Mr. T. Velshankar, Chairman, the Vikasa Group of School. Mr. T. Velshankar, a visionary leader and Chairman of the Vikasa Group of Schools, has had a distinguished career of over 4 decades, spanning family business, education, and community development. An accomplished alumnus of PSGIM, he has contributed significantly through his leadership roles as trustee of the Tuticorin Port, secretary of Kamaraj College, and president of the Association of Private School Management. His commitment to education, community service, and nation building stands as an inspiration to many. In recognition of his remarkable professional accomplishments and societal impact, the Distinguished Alumni Award is conferred upon him, awarded on the occasion of PSG Institute of Management Foundation Day, the 10th of September 2025, signed Managing Trustee, Chairman, Governing Council.
We now request the Chief Guest, Mr. Raghuveer Srinivasan, Guest of Honor, Dr. Pankaj Mittal, our G.R. Karthikeyan, and Director, Dr. Sri Vidya, to kindly do the honors. We invite Mr. T. Velshankar to deliver his acceptance speech.
Dear dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, the family members of PSG Charities, my distinguished alumni, faculties, students from PSG College. I was really fortunate to get admission into PSG College of Management in the year 1975. That time my vision was to become a doctor. My uncle, Mr. Sivalingam, then Vice Chancellor of Anna University, told me, don't do the mistake. You become a leader and entrepreneur. I will speak to Mr. GRD and get you a seat. I got the seat, I got into 1975 into PSG Tech as a MBA student, and I passed out in 77. When I came out, I saw my port, the Thoothukudi port was coming up. That time, my father was the visionary that time. He got the port sanctioned by Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, then Prime Minister, in 1958, and the reality of the port was coming up only in 77 as a major port. So I joined the business and started getting involved in the business as an entrepreneur, as a businessman. As a student, what I studied in PSG management, taught me the financial discipline, and also the business enterprise talent in me brought laurels to my family business, and it went into the growth of business went up. In the year 1995, I don't know what happened to me. It was in a small get-together with my friends. We used to play shuttle, and it was one Mr. Karan Sinha, who was the then collector of Thoothukudi district. We were all discussing on some matters. That time, Majira Courts, the Courts Viola, which was the old institution of Thoothukudi, they had a school they want to close down. So he told me to take up this challenge with my friends. In the year 1995, I took over the school as a small school in a small rented place with 50 students. Then the school saw its growth. And the honors of developing the school fall on me, because I learned a very strong lesson not to borrow any money from friends. It will spoil the relationship. So I told my friends, I will do the investment side, you be with me, and they are with me even today. And with the 50 students, the school has now grown into 3,000 children with this ICSE, ISE syllabus and CBSE syllabus. And also in 2022, we got recognized by the Defense Ministry as one of the first private school in Tamil Nadu as a Chinese school, and we started our career in the year 2022, and still we are just growing. We have come up to 9th standard, and we have to do a lot of, every year I have to convert a day boarding to a residential complex. I have put up a project in 25 acres of land. It's a unique school of its own. Then I was made the president of the ICSE, ISE schools in Tamil Nadu. Then my networking with the educators grew, and I saw a lot of things, how the education field is going. So it has brought me last 30 years, and all this credit, I should say, goes to my better off. Because in the year 1979, I got married to her, and she is here, and she gave me the strength. And whenever I had the problems, I went through all problems in my life, not only because of the personal life. God has blessed me with all that, but the problem is with the education, developing a school. I have not seen, I told SP also, even recently, I have seen everything in life for the cause of education, but I have only not seen the jail. With that, I have seen courts, Madurai High Court, Chennai High Court. Now I have got a dream to start a free school of excellence for poor. That's my dream. You know, last 1 year I have been doing this in paper. I met mayor, I met collector, I met commissioner of Thoothukudi Corporation. I have got a piece of land. It's meant for education and school. But they don't want to give that land to me. They want to take it. I told him, it's my land. You give back. I will start a school. You also join the mission. No, we will take it and give it on rent to you for 20 years. How can I start a school for 20 years? And that also for a free school of a free excellence. See, I feel personally, my school presently is catering to the cream of the society. If in our school functions, I see Benz car, BMW, and what not. But there are people below poverty line. They are suffering. And it is a responsibility of the private schools to do the social, corporate responsibility. That's why I want to be a model in that, and I have started the vision, but what not, people, till today, I have speaking to mayor, he is telling, let us look into it. I don't know. People are, this great country, they don't want to allow me to even do a charity. Where we are going, heading it? I want the people who are assembled here, all educationists, I really wonder the PSG family for entering the education 100 years back. And this is one Thanam, that is Kalvi Thanam. It is the greatest Thanam in life. Even if you give Annadhanam, it is only one day or one meal. But Kalvi Thanam will for the life. If the one person in a family is educated, the family will get lifted, the society will get lifted, the country will lifted. If you want to kill the country, kill the institutions. That's the power of education. So children, all educationists, all PSG management family members who are assembled here, please join with me in this mission of educating the poor. It's very easy, it doesn't need anything. I will tell a small statistics. This Tamil Nadu, there are 80 lakh students who are affordable studying in premier schools like us. But there are equally 50 children studying in ordinary corporation and municipal schools. And they don't lack anything. They got building, they got playground, they have teachers well paid, well nice, even two-fold payment they are taking, 70,000, and you know what type of bribery also goes in to get into the teaching. But the quality they produce is not good. What I feel, I don't do magic in my school. I put some masala. It might be Sakti masala or some special masala. It creates the result. If the same masala is put on the government schools, we can achieve. It doesn't need, it only needs mindset, and each school adopt one school. So that will bring the change in society. That's my dream, and I will make it happen before close my eyes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are honored to present the next recipient of the Distinguished Alumni Award 2025, Mr. Adka K. Shreesh, CEO of Ideal Stores from the MBA batch of 1989, a mentor to aspiring professionals and a visionary trendsetter in retail. He continues to inspire future business leaders through his innovation and commitment. We have a short AV on his achievements. The AV, please.
Insights from more than 7. Great leaders don't just run businesses, they redefine them. Mr. Adka K. Shreesh, Alumni Institute of Management, MBA batch of 19, driving force behind Ideal Stores. Over 3 decades, he has transformed a trusted family enterprise into a multi-sector powerhouse. From retail to LPG supply and modular kitchens, his vision has reached over 20 lakh customers. Inspired by global insight, 70 countries, he introduced international practices rooted in local values. Recognized for his strategic expertise as a member of Oil Chairman's Panel, Mr. Shreesh has also strengthened professional networks as the of PSG management alumni, creating avenues of opportunity for What distinguishes him is his commitment to building community talent and preparing the next generation leaders. Mr. Adka K. Shreesh is a leader of impact, building a legacy of innovation, excellence, and service to society.
To read the citation.
Distinguished Alumnus Award to Mr. Presenter K. Suresh, Ideal Stores. Mr. Adka K, CEO of Ideal Stores, expanded his family business into retail, LPG supply, hospitality and food services, reaching over 20 lakh customers. Through digital innovation and operational restructuring, he advanced growth and excellence, earning recognition as a member of the Indian Oil Chairman's Panel. As the founder-treasurer of the PSG Management Alumni Association, he helped build a network and encouraged professional. In recognition of his entrepreneurial and societal contributions, the Distinguished Alumni Award is conferred upon him. Awarded on the occasion of PSG Institute of Management Foundation Day, the 10th of September 2025, signed Mansell.
We request the dignitaries to do the honors. We invite Mr. Atka K. Shirish to give his acceptance speech.
Thank you for the introduction. Good evening to all. Respected Chief Guest, Sri Raghuveer Srinivasan, Editor Business Line, Dr. Mrs. Pankaj Mittal, General Secretary, Association of Indian Universities, Sri G.R. Karthikeyan, Founder Trustee, PSG and Sons Charities, Dr. Sri Vidya, Director, PSG Institute of Management, fellow distinguished alumni, respected teachers and faculty members, dear students, friends, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a great honor to be present here in front of you to receive the Distinguished Alumni Award of PSGIM for the year 2025. My mind is right now flooded with emotions and thoughts, but I'll make a beginning to express some of them to you within the time allocated to me. My association with PSG dates back to the year 1982, when my dad accompanied me to PSG College of Arts and Science to enroll me as a student there. I must admit, for the first time, I'm seeing something so massive, so much of energy in that place, so much of positive vibes. The campus itself had everything to say. That experience created a spark in me, which has not dimmed till today. Coming from an agricultural family from Mangalore, my father chose entrepreneurship. with no prior experience. He started a store in today's High Street, DB Road, in the year 1948. At that time, he was new to business. The language was new to him. People were new to him. Everything was new. He used to continuously face challenges, and I grew up seeing those right in front of me. And he used to face challenges head on. That perhaps triggered that a management education for me would make a lot of difference, especially to grow his business and to come to scientific solutions to the problems which he is facing. That belief is what brought me to PSGIM in the year 1987. Today, I'm thankful to both my dad and to PSGIM for molding me into who I am today. At PSGIM, it went beyond academics, it went beyond your education. It opened doors for me. It connected me to people from various walks of life. It gave me friends for a lifetime and mentors who shaped me. Even today, I realize that my tenure at PSG does not end with the graduation. It is a beginning of a lifelong relationship, if I can put it that way. On a daily basis, I keep meeting alumni from various walks of life, be it my employees, vendors, suppliers, well-wishers, business associates. Every interaction with them reminds me of the value that this institution has instilled in us. I notice a spark in the young, if I can call entrepreneurs or students. They bring fresh ideas, new perspective, and that reflects within me the progress PSG has made over a period of time, since 1989 to be precise. When I started out, I would try to bring a small anecdote from my past experience. When I just started out, I was very enthusiastic in my business. What I did was I placed a huge order for the store, thinking that I have now got a degree, and I will simply start off in a very big way. My dad luckily gave me the liberty and he trusted me a lot. So there was a lot in stake for me at that time. And we had invested heavily. Unfortunately, the consignments came much later than the festival season. Of course, it seems very frustrating. Many also advised to loss lead, like what normally retailers do. Once they are stocked up, they try to loss lead, and they will enter into a spiral of debts. So I kind of was reminded what I was taught in PSG, that every problem has more than one solution if you're willing to think differently. What I did was I repositioned the product for the next wedding season. There was a lot of muhurtam days. So I thought, okay, let me try out this one and then think about cost cutting or loss leading, whatever it is. That really did a good thing for me. That repositioning of the product not only increased sale, but also took me a different level altogether. Thereby, I got my confidence back. This reminds me that success and failure are never permanent. What matters is the challenge you bring into a perspective. That is very important, and the young students have to note this. In your careers also, you will be facing a lot of challenges like this. You have to put your head together and face those challenges. To the students who are here this evening, I see a spark in your eye. You are equipped with knowledge, skill, and confidence. That will take you to the position where you want to be. As a fellow PSG alumni, I like to give you some insight thoughts on what you have to do. As I told you earlier, nothing is permanent. Success or failure is temporary. Remember, challenges are opportunities in disguise for you. Handle them properly. Trust in your own potential. That's the first thing for you to do. Trust in your own potential and embrace innovation. The world is fast changing. If you want to become a retailer like me, there are a lot of things happening. AI integration in retail is one, digital marketing is two, and the list can go on and on. The point is not if, but how soon you are able to adopt. Today's world is a lot more different than when I started in the year 1989. Today things are moving very fast. So you'll have to keep pace with that. If you are left out, then I'm afraid that you have not got the opportunity right. You are not capitalized on it. Find your core ideas and use the right tool to put it forward. Focus, clarity, and execution will take you beyond your big dreams. Before I conclude, I would express my deep gratitude to Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, who is not there today, but since he is watching us online, I would like to say hello to him, and I would like to say our Managing Trustee and Dr. Sri Devi, Director, for the unwavering commitment and in keeping the PSG IM ahead of time. They are doing a wonderful job. As an alumni, in the year 1990, I have been associated with PSGIM, and I know the progress they have making. And a leader like Sri Vidya is doing really fantastic. Thank you, madam. This institution has given me much more than what I have received. So it's time for me to pay back my gratitude. I would like to know, understand from you, how we can partner and take this forward. That's the best way I can return something to this institution which has done so much for me. Once again, thank you for the recognition, for the opportunity to reconnect with the PSG family, and reminding me, no matter where life takes you, we are always bound by values and vision of this great institution. Thank you very much. Thank you for your patient hearing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It gives us great honor to recognize the next recipient of the Distinguished Alumni Award 2025, Mr. T. Rajkumar, Chairman of Standing Committee on Cotton, Director, Shakti Group of Companies, and a proud alumnus of the MBA program, class of 1991. A prominent industrialist, Mr. Rajkumar is known for his impactful contributions to textiles, education, and to the region. We have a short AV on Mr. T. Rajkumar. Can we have the AV, please?
In the world of Indian textiles, leadership by vision and resilience. And Mr. T. Rajkumar embodies both. An alumnus of PSG Institute of Management of 1991, he has that blends business excellence with a global outlook. At the national level, he has served as chairman of the Confederation of Indian Textile Industry and the Southern India Mills Association, and today continues to shape policy as chairman of the CITI Standing Committee on Cotton. His influence extends to CITRA, NSDC International, and other forums where industry and education converge to strengthen India's talent pool. Equally committed to learning, he has supported educational institutions in Coimbatore, broadening opportunities for young minds. Internationally, he has represented India in trade delegations, global conferences, and industry forums, building stronger bridges between Indian textile. A visionary leader with a global outlook and a deep sense of social commitment, Mr. T. Rajkumar continues to shape both industry and society with enduring impact.
We invite Dr. Uma to read the citation.
PSG Institute of Management Distinguished Alumnus Award presented to Mr. T. Rajkumar, Chairman CITI Standing Committee on Cotton, New Delhi, Director Shakti Group of Companies, Coimbatore. Mr. T. Rajkumar has played a pivotal role in strengthening India's textile sector. He has served as Chairman of the Confederation of Indian Textile Industry, the Textile Sector Skill Council, the Southern India Mills Association, the Cotton Product Advisory Committee of the Multi-Commodity Exchange of India Limited, the SIMA Cotton Development and Research Association, Vice Chairman, India International Textile Machinery Exhibition Society, Director, National Skill Development Corporation, Director, National Skill Development Corporation International Limited, Governing Council Member, the South India Textile Research Association, and the Cotton Textiles Export Promotion Council. He plays an active role as a member in the governing councils and board of studies of various leading educational institutions. He is also the founding chairman of the National Committee on Textile and Clothing and an independent director in the Coimbatore Smart City since its inception for a period of 8 years. He served as the chairman, board of trustees of Anamalai Arulmigu Masaniamman Temple, while currently serving as the state high-level advisory committee member of Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowment Board, headed by the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and also a member of the State Temple Trustees Nomination Committee. In recognition of his remarkable achievements and contributions, the Distinguished Alumnus Award is conferred upon him, awarded on the occasion of PSG Institute of Management Foundation Day, the 10th of September 2025. Signed, Managing Trustee and Chairman, Governing Council.
We now request the dignitaries to come forward and present the Distinguished Alumni Award to Mr. T. Rajkumar. We now invite Mr. T. Rajkumar to deliver his acceptance speech.
respected Shri G.R. Karthikeyan, Founder Trustee, PSG and Sons Charity, respected Shri L. Gopalakrishnan, Managing Trustee, PSG and Sons Charities, respected Shri Raghuveer Srinivasan, Editor, Business Line, respected Dr. Mrs. Pankaj Mittal, Secretary General, Association of Indian Universities, Dr. Sri Vidya, Director, PSG Institute of Management, Shri Krishnaraj Vanavarayer, Shri D. Padmanabhan, family members of PSG family, esteemed faculties, fellow alumni, dear students, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. It gives me a great pleasure to stand in front of you today evening. At the outset, I fondly recall my uncle, my Periyappa, my father, and the then managing trustee of the PSG and Sons Institution, late Shri G. Varadaraj, Member of Parliament, who were instrumental in giving me a seat for me to study MBA in PSG College of Technologies, PSG Institute of Management. I am also very happy to inform you that our beloved founder trustee learned hunting from my uncle, my Periyappa. His father and my uncle studied together in Sarvajana School. I'm extremely happy I'm receiving this award in presence of Shri G.R. Karthikeyan, founder trustee of the PSG and Sons Charities, who took over as managing trustee in 1990. And we had the great opportunity to celebrate the 25th year Silver Jubilee celebrations of the PSG Institute of Management under his leadership. The moment he took over as the managing trustee of the PSG and Sons Charities in 1990, he immediately did a lot of things for the MBA department. And I'm very grateful for his leadership. To stand here today, receiving this distinguished alumni award from the PSG Institute of Management is not just an honor, it's an emotional homecoming. Life has taken me across many paths, but in many ways, every road leads back here to where it all began. I would like to say that my father was groomed under GRD. He studied in PSG College of Technology. I studied in PSG College of Technology, and my son studied in PSG College of Technology. This institution has brought 3 generation bonds in my family. I fondly recall my professors and senior executives of PSG institutions, with whom I always have very cordial relationship. Friends, whenever I pass by this great institution, my eyes would automatically turn towards my classroom. It is not the place where you are all studying now. It's on the left side of the road. That's where we had the Department of Management Studies. And look at the vision of our founder, G.R. Damodaran. This department was called Department of Management Studies and Entrepreneurship Development. GRD wouldn't give a seat. He would come across. Then we were 37 in my class. Then for an entrance examination for this MBA, we used to have close to 30 to 35,000 students appearing in 90s and late 80s. The seats were 30 to 35 or 37. GRD would come around the hall where the examination happens, would talk to few people. If somebody said, I want to work, even if he was the brightest, GRD never gave him a seat. If somebody would said, or would tell him, I want to start an industry and I want to give employment to people, those were the people GRD said I needed for this course. That was his vision. Friends, whenever my memory goes about rushing to the college, where we need to be inside the classrooms by 8:30 a.m. When the first bell goes, even a minute late would be counted as half a day absent in attendance. Coming from PSG Arts College, where we can pass in any time, getting into PSG Tech, you will have to be so punctual. At times, we would leave the keys in the motorbike and run to the classes. Even it's 1 minute late, the doors will get closed. The lovely experience, friends, today the Avinashi Road is something different. When we studied, the Avinashi Road was something different. So there was a small, it was Nase, it was a small counter which would be selling tea. So leaning against that wall during our intervals and having egg bhaji and tea will never be forgotten in my life. My days in PSG's postgraduate hostel, we had an additional hostel just opposite to Tirupur Textiles. It was called the PG hostel. So staying overnights with my classmates without permission for studying, and the fun we had and an experience which cannot be told by words, and one should have really gone through by experience to experience it. Thanks to PSG for all this wonderful memory I carry with me. When I entered PSGIM in 1989, I was young, curious, and perhaps a little unsure of myself. But this institution transformed me. It was here I learned discipline from my professors, resilience from my classmates, and humility by my own mistakes. The late night case studies, the endless group projects, and the presentation that pushed us out of our comfort zones. There were more than academic exercises, there were lessons for life. Friends, I came from PSG Arts College where I had maximum 5 subjects in a semester. But all of a sudden in my PG, I had 10 subjects in my first semester, which was really something which made me struggle through the entire first semester. Let me share one such memory in my very first semester. During a case presentation in my class, I froze completely. Slides forgotten, words gone. These are all not slides like this. We used to have projectors. You need to write down and you'll have to place it on the projector. It will get projected on the wall or the screen. So you'll have to do everything. It's not that you can cut and paste and do as you do today. Connect it to a computer and attach to it. No. You'll have to write down everything. You'll have to put and bring. You'll have to place those slides. Those slides will be just projected and you can see it. So I forgot everything. But my professor, Dr. Santan Lakshmi, just came to me, patted me at my back and said, Dharani, it's not about remembering every word. It's about believing in your ideas and believing in yourself. Come on, do it now. That moment lit me a spark in my, and friends, I would say, it made me a leader to accept the role as the Secretary of the Management Association, and I had the privilege of being the chairman of Exi Games and Silver Jubilee celebrations. Since then, I have taken leadership roles at the regional and national levels, and I have spoken at boardrooms and conferences, but truth be told, nothing was as terrifying as the first presentation at PSGIM. Beyond academics, college life has its lighter moments too. Hostel food, without the knowledge of warden at additional hostel, excursion with my friends, project tour with my classmates, cinemas with my classmates at weekends, and many, many like that taught us the real value of life. Looking back, those moments of laughter and friendship are priceless treasures. When I graduated in 1991, I did not have all the answers, but I had the confidence that PSGIM gave me. That foundation carried me through every trump and setbacks. This award, which it bears on my name, is not mine alone. It belongs to my professors who inspired me, my friends who walked with me, my family who stood with me, and my colleagues who believed in me. To the bright young students, here let me leave you with 3 thoughts. Learn beyond textbooks. Adaptability, integrity, and curiosity will carry you further than any grade. Don't fear failures. Ever stumble in a stepping stone in disguise. Measure success by impact. True leadership is not about titles, but about how you lift others. As alumni, we are forever ambassadors of PSGIM. wherever life takes us. Let us ensure our values, our character, and our achievements reflect the excellence of this great institution. I accept this award not as a finish line, but as a gentle reminder to continue giving back, to inspire others, and to remain worthy of PSGIM's trust. I thank my wife, who has always stood by me and supported me, and my family for being supportive in whatever I ventured, whether I made it or not. That is a big difference. I thank all my friends and all my classmates who have come over here to attend this function. I am very grateful to all my professors and the people who have built this PSGIM, to Dr. Ranganayagi Madam, Dr. K.M. Tyagarajan, Professor T.A. Venkatachalam, Dr. Shantal Lakshmi Madam, Dr. Krishnaveni Madam, Dr. Govindaraj, Dr. Ramalingam, Dr. Balagurusamy, and Dr. Nandagopal, and all the visiting faculties of my time, including lawyer Ramachandran and many of them, and the present director, Dr. Srividya, and all the faculty members of the PSGIM. Finally, I would like to thank our mentor and our founder of the Shakti Group of Companies, Arichalva Dr. N. Mahalingam, for giving me an opportunity to work under him, and Dr. Vanavarayar for grooming me and having me under him. Probably, he gave his daughter to me because I graduated from the PSGIM. என்னை உருவாக்கிய இந்த தாயக கல்வியத்திற்கு என் வாழ்க்கை பயணத்தில் துணை நின்ற அனைவருக்கும் என் மனமார்ந்த நன்றிகள். PSG Institute of Management எப்பொழுதும் என் இதயத்தில் இருக்கும். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you, sir. We are deeply honored to present the Distinguished Alumni Award to Mr. Stanley Pothen, former Vice Chairman, Spices Board of India, Chairman, Cardamom Planters Federation, and a proud alumnus of our MBA program, class of 1999. Mr. Stanley Pothen is an accomplished entrepreneur and a passionate leader in sustainable agriculture with extensive contributions to farming and community welfare. May we play the AV, please.
In the heart of Iduki's spice-harvested highlands stands a leader whose dedication has transformed farmer livelihoods. Mr. Stanley Joseph Pothen, alumnus of PSG Institute of Management, batch of 1999, he brings together an MBA education with years of hands-on experience cultivating of crops including cardamom, cloves, nutmeg, vanilla, rubber, and even avocado, setting a benchmark in agricultural diversity. His excellence in cultivation has just recognition, winning the Small Award and the Kerala State Fisheries Department's Best Water Fish Farmer Award. Including Vice Chair of the Spice, he guided the sector through crisis. During the COVID-19 disruptions, he advanced cloud-based e-auction platforms, ensuring farmers could sell their produce. He also introduced safe-to-eat cardamom auctions tailored for global markets, boosting India's reputation for quality. His advocacy extends beyond policy, closely with agricultural institutions and agencies, innovation, processing, and marketing practices, always amplifying farmers. Today, as Chairman Planters Federation, he continues to lead with innovation and empathy, one crop at a time. Mr. Pothen reflects foresight and service, shaping the future of farming and inspiring us all.
We call upon Dr. Kavita to read the citation.
PSG Institute of Management, Coimbatore. Distinguished Alumnus Award presented to Mr. Stanley Pothen, former Vice Chairman Spices Board India, Chairman Cardamom Planters Federation, Member of Plantation Business Advisory Committee, Government of Kerala. Mr. Stanley Pothen, recipient of the Spices Board's Small Cardamom Productivity Award and Kerala Fisheries Department's Best Freshwater Fish Farmer Award has played a pivotal role in advancing the cardamom industry. As Vice Chairman of the Spices Board, he led the cloud-based e-auction system during the COVID-19 crisis and introduced the Safe to Eat Cardamom Auction for exports. Currently serving as the chairman of the Cardamom Planters Federation, he continues to champion growers' welfare and industry development. In recognition of his professional achievements and contributions, the Distinguished Alumni Award is conferred upon him, awarded on the occasion of PSG Institute of Management Foundation Day, the 10th of September 2025, signed Managing Trustee and Chairman Governing Council.
We request the dignitaries to present the Distinguished Alumni Award to Mr. Stanley Pothen. We invite Mr. Stanley Pothen to deliver his acceptance speech.
Presiding officer of today's function, Sri G.R. Karthikeyan, Founder Trustee, PSG and Sons Charities. Respected Dr. L. Gopalakrishnan, Managing Trustees, Trustee, PSG Group. Chief guest of today's function, Sri Raghuveer Srinivasan, Editor, Business Line. Dr. V. Srividya, Director, PSG Institute of Management. Guest of honor, Dr. Pankaj Mittal, Secretary General, Association of Indian Universities. My co-awardees, Mr. Adka K. Suresh, Mr. T. Rajkumar, and Mr. T. Well Shankar. Respected teachers, students, ladies and gentlemen, a warm good evening to one and all. Alma mater, you know, the Latin word means giving nourishing, it's a nourishment to your life. You can consider us a nourishing mother. I consider PSG Institute of Management, my alma mater, truly a nourishing mother. I am deeply grateful and feel honored for having received this distinguished alumni award on this auspicious occasion of the Foundation Day year 2525 of the prestigious PSG Institute of Management. Friends, it's a complete honor to be standing here and speaking to this lovely audience. Receiving this award is truly humbling, and I am immensely thankful for the recognition, and I am overwhelmed with gratitude for having chosen as the recipient of this prestigious award. Friends, I was a student of the MBA batch of 1999, hailing from a small town of Pala in Kottayam district of Kerala. The fond memories of my life at PSGIM comes always as the most sweetest memories of my life. The cosmopolitan atmosphere of the institution, the caring and positive attitude of the management, teachers and non-teaching staff is ever memorable. PSGIM played a catalyst role in my personal development. The opportunities we got at those times in both academic and extracurricular activities was instrumental in developing interpersonal and leadership skills. I remember with gratitude and respect all my professors and teachers, whose dedication and selfless service was key in the molding process of us students. On this occasion, I cannot stop my words without mentioning their names. The continuous support and involvement done by beloved and respected teachers, Dr. Nandagopal, Dr. Vijay ma'am, Dr. Geeta Hegde ma'am, Professor Kanaga Sabhavati, Dr. Shivan, Dr. Arul Raj, Dr. Uma Maheshri madam, Dr. Tilagam madam, and all other teachers. And I can't forget my friends and my classmates. A couple of them are here, Jagdish, Niranjani, Salim, Ajay. I remember with fond memories of that beautiful life in PSGIM on those days, between the time from of 1997 to 1999. PSGIM had something unique to offer in the total and complete development of a student. That's the best part I cherished. Now, standing in front of you 26 years, passing out of this great institution, and as an entrepreneur, as an agriculturist, as a spices planter, I feel proud of my mentoring I received from my parents and my teachers, as you all know, Mada, Pida, Guru, Devam. The lessons we learned, I practice in my agriculture professional life also. Things like forward integration and backward integration was meticulously established and executed. Once again, I express my sincere thanks and dedication to the PSG group for having chosen me for this prestigious award. And I wish and pray that the flag of PSGIM and the PSG group of institutions will fly proudly aloft in the arena of management institutions. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let us put our hands together for our distinguished awardees. Their remarkable achievements, unwavering dedication, and valuable contributions truly reflect the spirit of PSG Institute of Management. We take immense pride in celebrating their journey today.
It is now time for the special address by our guest of honor, Dr. Pankaj Mittal, Secretary General of Association of Indian Universities. Dr. Pankaj Mittal is a distinguished academician and a policy leader with over 3 decades of experience in shaping higher education in India. As the second woman Secretary General in the AIU's 97-year-old history, she has been instrumental in driving innovative reforms in education. A Fulbright scholar and a recipient of prestigious honors like the President of India Award for Digital Initiatives and the Padma Shri Subhashini Devi Award, Dr. Mittal has significantly contributed to women empowerment and institution building in India. Her vision of integrating traditional and modern education models and her leadership in advancing higher education policy marks her as a true change maker. We welcome Dr. Pankaj Mittal to deliver the special address.
Vanakkam, Pranam, Namaskar to all of you. The Honorable Founder Trustee of PSG Sons and Charities, Shri G.R. Karthikeyanji, the Chief Guest of today's function, the Editor of Business Line, respected Shri Raghuveer Srinivasanji, the Director of this prestigious institution, PSG Institution of Management, Dr. V. Shri Vidyaji, the inspiration of hundreds of students sitting here, the 4 distinguished alumni awardees, Mr. Rajkumar, Mr. Velshankar, Mr. Shrish, and Mr. Steny Pothamji, the faculty members sitting here, the students, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me convey my thanks to the director for inviting me here, and congratulations to you and to all faculty members and the students for the Foundation Day of PSG Institution of Management, and also for completion of 100 years of PSG group of institutions. And you have been doing remarkably well. The alumni speaks for the level of the institution, for the excellence which the institution has exhibited over years. And I'm sure many of the students who are sitting here, they will also be thinking of coming and sitting on these chairs while they get the Distinguished Alumni Awards in future. And of course, I think each and every student will get it at one point of their life. And that should be your aim, because I mean, whatever awards you get, like I got many awards in my life, but when I got Distinguished Alumni Award from Hindu College of Delhi University where I studied, that was something, a very, very proud moment for me, because that is something, your alma mater where you studied, they are honoring you. So that feeling itself is very different, and that was reflected in the speech of each of the 4 awardees. So congratulations to all the awardees once again. Now, I am from the education sector. My parent office has been University Grants Commission. I have been a Vice Chancellor of a university in Haryana. And right now I'm the Secretary General of Association of Indian Universities, which is an association of about 1,100 universities. So 1,100 universities are our members, and we work in the field of, say, academics, research, sports, culture. I'm sure many of the students sitting here must be participating in AIU games or AIU cultural programs. And if you are not participating, please do participate. They are world class, and you also get the opportunity to not only perform, whether in sports or culture, not only in India, but even abroad. So if you are not participating so far, consider participating. Now, when I am from education, when I see so many students here, I feel like talking a little bit about education, the national education policy, and I would like to engage all the students here. So what are the aspirations of the students today? What do they want in life? I suppose they want to be good citizens. They want to succeed in life, rather succeed very fast in life. They want to be problem solvers rather than problem creators. They want to be working in teams and then eventually become team leaders. They want to be lifelong learners. So these are the aspirations. So how these aspirations will be fulfilled, especially through national education policy. So I do remember a actual incident which happened more than 100 years ago. Like this PSG is around 100 years old. My own institution, Association of Indian Universities, is around 100 years ago. So it was established in 1925, PSG in 1926, so 1 year difference. And this story is 1905, means 120 years back. So this is a dialogue between Rutherford and Niels Bohr. Huh? Okay, no, I will not. I will tell another story which happened in 1905. This is something which Einstein did in his class. So Einstein, when he was giving a question paper to his students, the teaching assistant, after seeing the question paper, came running to Einstein and said, "Sir, there is something wrong." Einstein said, "What happened?" He says, "Sir, wrong question paper has been given to the students." He says, "How do you say that?" He says, "Sir, this question paper was given to the very same students last year also. So this year the same question paper, so there's something terribly wrong, sir. Sorry, some mistake has happened." So Einstein smiled. He says, "There's nothing wrong. Questions are the same, but the answers are different." Why? Because in 1904, Einstein published 4 papers which are known as Annals of Physics Education. They were on theory of relativity, Brownian motion, that E is equal to mc square and all. And that changed the very paradigm of physics education. So therefore, he wanted to see whether his students has really gone through those papers, they have understood those papers or not. Therefore, he said questions are the same, but the answers are different. Now today, after 120 years, before NEP and after NEP, before COVID and after COVID, the questions are the same. What to teach, how to teach, how to assess and evaluate the students, but the answers are totally different answers. For example, what to teach, Mr. Srinivasan was talking to you about AI and LLM and all. So the what to teach has totally changed before NEP and after NEP, because as advancements in life are so fast that the things are going to change very, very fast. When you talk of, say, half-life of knowledge means the time period in which half of the knowledge becomes redundant. That was around, say, 3 years back, it was 15 months. You know what is the half-life of knowledge today? 5 months. That means in 5 months, half of the knowledge becomes redundant, especially in the fields of, emerging fields of engineering, technology. So what to do means you have to continuously upgrade. Every 3 months the syllabus has to be upgraded. Every 3 months the teachers have to retrain themselves to teach the revised syllabus. Every 3 months the students have to learn through multiple sources, not only the classroom or the institution, but through multiple sources which are available now. Similarly, how to teach. Gone are the days of lecture method of teaching. Now we have to depend on flipped classroom model. Flipped classroom model means what happens in the Indian scenario is that we teach in the class and the students go back, read, rationalize, analyze at home. But in the foreign institutions, before they come to the class, the lectures in the form of text, video, audio are given to the students, and in the class what happens? Only discussion happens, only understanding happens, only rationalization happens, only problem solving happens. So the way is totally different. So now we are thinking of having a flipped classroom model in every class, for every teacher, for every student. But then one very, very important thing which this national education policy will change is that it says that the students should think. Means the curiosity level which is there at when the students are, say, in the school, and you remember when you were a student in a school, how many questions you used to ask and how many questions you ask now. So there was a Nobel Prize winner, some journalist like Mr. Srinivasan. He was asked, he asked that Nobel Prize winner, what was the secret of your Nobel Prize? He says, when I was young in the school, and when I used to come back from the school, my mother used to ask me only one question, that how many questions did you ask in the class today? Because when you ask questions, then you learn. So I just want to know, how many of you think that you think? How many of you really think your curiosity level is there? Yes or no? You're all sleeping? So yes or no, do you think? Just raise the hands. How many of you think you think? So rest of you don't think at all. There's no curiosity. So I'll ask you some questions that will sort of, you can do the introspection whether you think or not. Okay, so Coimbatore is very near Ooty, and Ooty is a hill station where you go because it's hot here, it is cold there. Or when you travel by air, the pilot says the outside temperature is -35, -40 degrees centigrade. So if you are going near the sun, it should be hotter. Why does it become cooler, do you think? Or okay, maybe you eat, say, roti, chapati, parantha, puri, almost every day. Do you eat? Yes or no? One side of the puri is thick, one side is thin. Do you ever think why? We keep on eating every day. Do we ever think why? Or maybe, do you all take bath every day? So when you take bath, the soap or the soap solution is of multiple colors, red, blue, means yellow, green, so many colors. What is the color of the leather? What is the color of the leather? At least tell me. White. Where does the color go? Do you see it going down the drain anywhere? No? You are sitting in this AC room. What is the body temperature? 37 degrees centigrade. So when body temperature is 37, we should feel comfortable in 37, no? But we don't. We want 24, 25. That is what is comfortable for us. Why? Matching temperature should be more comfortable, no? Or maybe when you do blood transfusion, you keep on seeing whether it is A group, B group, AB or O. But this mosquito, it bites A, then B, then O. Nothing happens to the mosquito. Why? You have all promised, and many of you have raised hands that you think. So all of you have to come here and answer these questions. Okay? So my only point is, today I was reading, we are sitting on this earth. You know the speed with which the earth revolves around the sun? Speed, you will be astonished to know the speed with which the earth revolves around the earth, and we don't even come to know. It is 1,17,000 kilometers per hour. That is the speed with which the earth revolves around the sun. And the rotation around its axis is around 1,600 kilometers per hour. And now we keep on saying, okay, aeroplane is 900, or we have bullet train of 500, 600 kilometers. 1,17,000 kilometers per hour, the earth is revolving around the sun. And we don't come to know. We find it is stationary. How? Why? Do we ever think? So that is what I am saying. Please think. If you don't think, then all these everyday phenomena happening around you, thinking is learning, questioning is learning. So you have to, that bulb of asking questions has to be lighted forever. Don't ever feel ashamed of asking a question. Don't think that asking a question will display my ignorance, because when you ask a question, your ignorance is visible only to a group of people who are present there. But if you do not ask that question, that ignorance remains with you forever in your lifetime for multiple people. So please ask questions. Don't forget. Don't shy away from asking questions. That is very, very important. Second thing which I wanted to talk to you was, because this is told in the National Education Policy, teaching in mother tongue. How many of you are studying in English? Everybody? So do you think teaching in mother tongue is better? You will learn better in mother tongue? That is what National Education Policy says, that everybody should learn, especially at the school level. They should learn in mother tongue, because when you study in mother tongue, when you talk in mother tongue, I don't know Tamil, but if I knew Tamil, the talk between us would have been heart-to-heart talk. I am using a foreign language to communicate with you. English is a foreign language. I'm not using your own language. So studying in mother tongue is beneficial in many, many ways. One, it increases your cognitive ability. Second, you have a more understanding of the culture when you're here, when you're studying in mother tongue. Third, there is a inclusivity, because in a class there are students who understand English, there are students who do not understand English, but mother tongue everybody understands. There is a more of inclusivity when you use the mother tongue. And then I read a book from Sakrant Sanu. The name of the book was Angrezi Ka Bhram Jal. Angrezi Ka Bhram Jal means I don't know how to say it in English, that the conspiracy behind English or something like that. And then it arranged the countries in the order of GDP, depending upon the country whose mother tongue and the official work, means the working language or the teaching language is the same. And the countries whose mother tongue and the speaking language or the official languages are different. And he found that the top 20 countries were the ones whose official language, teaching language was same as the mother tongue, and the bottom 20 countries were the ones in which the mother tongue and the official language were totally different. So that is why it is important to study in mother tongue. But nevertheless, even if we study in mother tongue, we need to have a lingua franca. Lingua franca means because India is a multicultural country, multilingual country, so we should have at least one language which whole of the country can understand. And what do you think can be lingua franca? Right now, it is English. English is not an Indian language. So should we have English as the lingua franca, or should we have an Indian language as the lingua franca? I was just seeing the number of people. I just put it in the order that how many people in India speak which language and what percentage it is. So when we go to this data, Hindi is spoken by 528 million people, means 52 crore people are speaking Hindi, which constitutes 43.6%. Bengali, next is Bengali, 97 million people, 8%. Marathi, 83 million, 6.9%. Telugu, 81 million, 6.7%. Tamil, 69 million, 5.7%. Gujarati, 55 million, 4.6%. Urdu, 50 million, 4.2%. Kannada, 43 million, 3.6%. Oriya, 37 million, 3.1%. And Malayalam, 34 million, 2.9%. So maximum spoken language is Hindi, 43.6%. So do you think lingua franca can be Hindi if it has to be chosen as the Indian language? Or you think that English should be the lingua franca, which at present it is? Because I feel that as an Indian, we should be proud to be knowing more of Indian languages rather than using a common. Of course, English has its own advantages, that it is an international language, and if you go out, it can be used. But then we should learn more and more of Indian languages. Tamil is a very good language, we should learn. But more, at least 2-3 Indian languages we should try to learn. So that whenever we go out, say within the country, we are able to communicate with each other. That is something which I wanted to tell to you. And rest, I think it's already very late also. But then internationalization is something which we are promoting now, especially in the universities and colleges. And I was seeing that PSG has many collaborations with many universities. So I will request you that in Association of Indian Universities, we have made an Indian network for internationalization of higher education, where we are helping the universities and colleges to internationalize in terms of dual degrees, joint degrees, twinning programs, research partnerships. So if you want any help, we can give you. And second thing, till now, we were having in Association of Indian Universities as the members. So 1100 universities out of 1200 universities are the members of AIU. But very recently, we have opened up associate membership for autonomous colleges. So we have sent a letter to all the autonomous colleges, the ones who have been conferred autonomy by the UGC. So all those colleges, if they want, they can apply for associate membership so that they benefit by attending the VC conferences, their students benefit by attending the, say, sports programs or cultural programs or Innovation, which is a research program. So all these benefits are now available. Anybody, if they want to know anything about it, I'm here at your service. Thank you very much, and congratulations once again.
Thank you, Dr. Mittal, for your encouraging words and inspiring vision. As a token of gratitude, we request Shri G.R. Karthikeyan to present the Pankaj Mittal. We will capture today's special moment with a group photo. We request the dignitaries to come forward. Awardees and dignitaries, we now request Dr. Deepa of thanks.
Good evening. On this momentous occasion of our foundation, it's my proud privilege to extend a heartfelt gratitude to all celebration, meaningful and memorable. We are profoundly grateful to our chief guest, Mr. Raghuvi Srinivasan, for gracing this occasion with his presence and inspiring us with valuable insights. A special thanks to our guest of honor, Dr. Pankaj Mittal, whose presence and special address added grace and warmth to this celebration. A special word of appreciation to our distinguished alumni awardees who make us proud with their accomplishments and continue to be our true ambassadors. We also acknowledge the support of the press and media for covering this event and helping us share our story with the larger community. Finally, to every member of the audience gathered here today, thank you for your presence, goodwill, and encouragement. On behalf of PSG Institute of Management, I once again extend our deepest gratitude to each one of you. Let us carry forward the spirit of this Foundation Day to greater heights in the years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. On behalf of PSG Institute of Management, we extend our deepest gratitude to our esteemed chief guests, dignitaries, awardees, and each one of you who graced this evening with your presence. Thank you. Please rise for the national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिममुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा नामे जाहे तब शुभ आशीष मागे आहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you once again for joining us. We look forward to meeting you at future celebrations. With that, bring this memorable evening to a close.
We request all the dignitaries, please take the exit on your left. I request all the dignitaries to join us for tea. Please take the exit on your left.